In miscellaneous, we're going to go through some other topics. So first we'll start with the SAP Solution Manager. What is SAP Solution Manager? And this is just an overview of the SAP Solution Manager. And the reason I'm adding this topic is because you will get one question out of the Solution Manager in your certification exam. Okay, so if you're going for certification exam, make sure you go through this lecture as well. Okay, because you will get one question for Solution Manager, one question for NetWeaver that I'll be covering in this class. So what is Solution Manager? Just an understanding of Solution Manager, we have SAP Solution Manager consultants. Okay, but from SAP consultant perspective, we just need to understand what is the purpose of Solution Manager. So Solution Manager is a centralized support and system management suite. SAP system landscape may include a large amount of installed SAP system. SAP Solution Manager tries to reduce and centralize the management of these systems. Okay, in simple words, what it is, if I show the next screen here. So as you know that the companies these days are using different systems. For example, they can be using SAP ECC, SAP BI, SAP CRM, okay, and some other software, SAP APO. So all those software, so you can have one system, another system, another system. There's so many systems, okay, and every system has one development client, one QoS client, and one production client. Okay, so from the management of this system perspective, we need to manage each of these system, each of this server. Okay, that's where the SAP Solution Manager will come into picture. So via using the SAP Solution Manager, we can monitor any of the system like this. So if you want to see what's going on in say CRM here, in several CRM development, you do not need to specially log into CRM server here in development client. You can directly see that from the SAP Solution Manager. That means SAP Solution Manager is a one single point entry tool from where we can see and access all the other system and see what is happening between them. If there's any issue, any load or anything else, we can monitor it from SAP Solution Manager. So briefly again, via Solution Manager, you can monitor all other systems just from one entry point, which is Solution Manager. That's what Solution Manager is. So that's all you need to know for certification perspective. Then we have what is NetWeaver portal. Okay, what is NetWeaver portal? So using NetWeaver portal, organization can give their employees, customer, partner, and supplier a single point of access to the company application, service, and information needed for conducting daily work. Now again, in brief, NetWeaver portal is a tool. For example, a lot of companies these days are using different SAP products. For example, as I said, CRM, BI, APO, ECC. Okay, so what companies can do if they use SAP NetWeaver portal, they can have a single point of access to any of these server. Otherwise, if I need to log into ECC, if I need to log into CRM, if I need to log into BI, individually I need to log into those server as an end user. So using the NetWeaver portal, I can have single point of access, and from there I can jump to CRM, I can go to ECC, BI, and all that. So this NetWeaver portal access can be given to not only the end users but also to our vendors, to our customers as well. So in addition to the portal offers business users the capability of easily create and manage portal pages and to generate their own portal content. Okay, so using the portal, business can have their own pages and the content within the portal. It is also known as SAP Enterprise Portal. Okay, so you just need to understand the meaning of NetWeaver portal. That's all. Okay, it's a single entry tool to access different applications for end users. That's all it is. You will get one question from here as well in the certification exam. And this is also related to the certification exam. What is enhancement pack? Okay, what is enhancement pack? So in simple words, an enhancement pack is like if you're using the Apple iPhone, we go through the different update of the software. Okay, at the moment I think it's 8 point something software. So like 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and it will goes like this. Okay, so that is your enhancement pack. Okay, enhancement pack is not when it will go from 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. It's just within the same software you have the enhancements. Okay, same goes for like Windows. It's like Windows started with Windows 8.0, and then they will do some, they will come back with some better window with the fixes of the bugs and all that. That will be 8.1 and 8.2, 8.3, like that. Same goes for SAP. If we are using the SAP ECC 6 version, then at the moment we have ECC enhancement pack 6. Okay, I think the 7 is also released, but most likely used is ECC enhancement pack 6. Okay, EHP 6. Okay, then again they will bring 7, 8, 9, and they will keep fixing the bugs and bring the next enhancement pack. Okay, that's what enhancement pack is. So SAP Enhancement Package represent a new software delivery strategy that allows you to get innovation on top of the SAP ERP6 without having to fully upgrade your current release. Okay, so you can, it's not a new release, it's just the enhancement happening. As I said, 8.1, 8.2, like that. In the case of Windows, same is the enhancement for SAP. So you do not need to upgrade, but you can enhance the software. Now we'll talk about SAP OSS. Okay, what is SAP OSS? Okay, this is not related to certification. This is just for general knowledge for interview purpose. So SAP OSS stands for the Online Service System. Okay, this is basically a SAP portal on one of the SAP website. So let me show you this one. So if you Google for SAP OSS, so this is the first one, SAP Marketplace. If I go to this one, okay, to log in here you need a ID and password. Okay, so let me go back. Let's just login. If you say login, maybe this one. Yes, here. So here you can search for SAP notes, okay, or any upgrade, things like that. So here you can see the different data, software download, software release. You cannot download the whole SAP software as well, I think, but just enhancements and all that. And here somewhere you can also see this one, SAP Note. If you go to the launch SAP Note here, they recently changed their website actually. So there's a new website, I believe. Yeah. So here it's asking for your user ID and password. Okay, you need to have a user ID and password to access the SAP Notes. Okay. Now this user ID you will get from the company you will work for. So if you get a job, your employer will get you a user ID and password to log in here. Or once you pass the SAP certification exam, SAP will provide you a user ID and password to log in here. Okay. As a fresher, probably, or as a newcomer to SAP, you do not need much use of this portal. But slowly, when you start working on the projects, then you will need to access this portal. So there are some SAP notes and all that. So I'll talk about here what are the SAP notes and all that. So SAP OSS stands for the Online Service System. SAP notes are the update information in SAP frequently released by SAP. Okay, you can have the updated information here. And also the main thing here we're using as a SAP consultant is the SAP notes. Okay, so SAP notes are aimed to take care of the following. What are the SAP notes here? You can see product error. If there's any error in the product, any bug in the system, you will have a note how to fix it. Okay. Product modification, if there's any modification, product upgrade, frequently asked question. consulting notes, customizing notes. Okay, so these are the stuff you can see here in the notes section of the SAP portal. Okay, basically there can be some bugs in the system, or there can be some issue with the standard customizing, and they will provide you some solution. But do not think that because you do not know much customizing side, or do not know how to customize it, there will be SAP note for that. No. So it's not a training purpose, it's only a bug fixing. Okay, I'll repeat again. If you do not know how to fix something, how to customize something, then you cannot find any SAP node. No, never. Okay, if there is a standard customizing or a web program which is not working the way it should be working, then there will be SAP node how to fix it. There will be instruction. Okay, so that's what your SAP notes for. And sometimes some issues which we can't resolve, then we have to send it to SAP. It is only sent through the OSS, and then SAP will log into our server for troubleshooting the bug. So basically there is a new release of SAP or new enhancement pack that my company is using, and we found a bug. Okay, some standard functionality is not behaving the way it should be. So we need to log a call with SAP. So that is also done by the SAP OSS. Okay, so you will issue a ticket to them, and they will access your server via the this OSS services. Okay, so this is, you just need understanding of what is OSS, just for interview purpose. Also have added EDI and IDOC overview. And again, EDI and IDOC is a separate topic, and it's a big topic that I'm not covering, but just a brief understanding of what is IDOC and EDI. Okay, for an interview purpose only. EDI, we'll start with EDI. So EDI stands for the electronic data interchange. Okay, that's what the EDI stands for. EDI, electronic data interchange. EDI is the electronic exchange of the business documents between the computer system or business partner using the standard format over a communication network. Okay, now in simple word, what it is, like we have seen the output from SAP. Okay, we send the output, we send our customer purchase order. Okay, or we send our vendors we send our customer sales order, or to our vendors we send the purchase order. Same goes for invoicing. For our customer, we can send the invoicing. Okay, we can send them by email, fax, or via post. But there's another electronic way to send the notification or a document to the vendor. Okay, that is known as EDI. So EDI is electronic exchange of a business document. It can be a purchase order, it can be a sales order, it can be invoice, it can be shipping notification, things like that. Okay, electronically system will send to their system. Same way, we're sending as well and we're receiving as well. Probably when my customer, when they will send their purchase order, which is my sales order, we can receive them as an EDI document. So automatically when they will send a their purchase order, it will automatically be created as a sales order in my system. Let me explain that here. Say, so I'm talking about, say, for a customer for now. Okay, SAP SD side. Okay, so customer. So here is my customer, here is my company. Okay, what they will do, they will send their purchase order, right? Purchase order. Their purchase order will, when it will be received from my company, it will become my sales order, right? So once they will send the purchase order, it will be received in my company via EDI. Via EDI, it will be received as a sales order. That means this purchase order will automatically be created as a sales order in my system. We do not need to type or create a sales order manually. It will be done automatically in my system. So system will be creating a sales order automatically. Okay, same goes for the other document. For example, if my company want to send an invoice to my vendor, it can be sent electronically. Again, it will not create any document in their system, but they will get some notification to their system about the invoices sent electronically. So as soon as the invoice is created in my system, we do not need to do anything. System will send automatically to the customer side. Okay, So that's what the EDI use. EDI also called paperless exchange. As you know, there is no paper involved. It's a paperless exchange. There are two types of EDI. Okay, outbound process and inbound process. Outbound is what we're sending to the partner, whether vendor or the customer. Inbound is what we're receiving from them. That is inbound process. Okay. You can see there's in SAP transaction. There's a SAP transaction called WE02. If you go to WE02, you can see the existing uh, IDOC and EDI. I'll show you that in a minute. Now we'll see the advantages of EDI. What are the advantages? Reduce data entry error. Okay, because everything is done automatically, electronically, so there's reduced data entry error. Reduce processing time because everything is automatic. Availability of data in electronic form. Reduce paperwork. Reduce cost, and standard means of communication, and better business process. So these are the use of EDI. Now we'll talk about IDOC. What is IDOC? Okay, just an overview. Now IDOC is a standard data structure for EDI. So within an EDI, if I'm sending you a letter, okay, so the envelope is EDI, the letter inside the envelope is IDOC, in simple words. Okay, I'll repeat again. If I'm sending you one letter, the envelope is IDI and the letter inside the envelope is IDOC. Okay, so IDOC is a standard data structure for EDI. IDOC is a container like a letter that can be used to exchange data between any two processes. Okay. IDOC types define different categories of data such as purchase order or invoices. You can see IDOC using transaction W02. So if I show you this one, if I go to SAP, if you go to W02, so I'll just put a date range in the past from this date to this date. If I execute that, here you can see the incoming and outgoing documents. So here you can see here the outbound IDOC, and at the bottom you have the inbound IDOC. There's an inbound IDOC. If I open the outbound, here you can see orders. This is the order one. If I open that, open orders, double click here. So you can see there are two entries. If any entry is red, that means there's some error. Okay, same, that's the invoice one. If I open invoice, double click on that. So there are some red ones, that means there's some error. Something got stuck, that will be an error. Okay, again, this is the dummy system and the data is actually not going to anywhere, but you can see here. So you can double click on any of the IDOC number. See, that is the IDOC number this. You can double click on this IDOC number and you can see the details, what type of data it contains. Again, you need some more knowledge to understand this. Okay, some tables knowledge as well. Okay, whatever data is coming and going out. Let me go back and start again. So at the bottom you have the inbound. If I open inbound, you can open the invoices. These are some red ones. There are some green ones here. Okay, green light means all okay. Okay, so red ones needs to be requires troubleshooting by the relevant SAP consultant. So that's your IDOC and EDI and all that. So that's all for today, and thank you again to watch this lecture.